Carol here with the Fresh Chili Company, and Jenna and I are here today to show you an easy way to make dressing for Thanksgiving. And what we've done is last night Jenna made
toast.
She took a loaf of bread.
In a broken pot.
She took a loaf of bread and toasted a loaf of bread.
Yes.
And she broke it into these little pieces like this. And then we made a 8x8 pan of cornbread and broke that into little pieces. And then we've put it in here and we've been drying it out and crumbling it up and just stirring it together so it can just dry out overnight. So we want that to get as dry as it can so it'll make a really good stuffing. So the important thing is that it just gets really dry. So, and that's what's important, right, Jenna?
Right.
Right, so that's dry. So then we took, I took an onion and cut that up, and it's close to a cup. It's almost a whole onion. And then I took some celery, and your celery depends on how much celery you want. I like a lot of celery in my dressing because I like the crunch. I'm a texture person. So I've got a little more celery than I do onion. What we're going to do now is we're going to take, here, you want to help me?
Yeah.
Let's take the onion and the celery, and we're going to take that over here, and I've got a pan that with some chicken stock in it. I've got a whole thing of chicken stock, and that's going in real slow. Let me do that so you don't get burned. And we're going to put all of that in there, and then we're going to add, you can add up to a whole stick of butter. It just depends on how much you are making, how much dressing you're making. But we're going to add half a stick of butter into that and let that cook for at least 30 minutes. I just want that to just really simmer and let those onions get good and cooked. Let all of that cook together. I want it to come to a really good boil. What we want to do is we want to take your pan, and I'm going to spray this good with an olive oil spray. I'm going to go over and check that now, and I'm probably needing to add a cup of water to that. And I'm going to pour that, and you can see it has cooked down, and I'm just going to pour that right on top of my mixture here. So I'm going to add a whole nother, at this point I can tell I need a whole nother box of chicken stock. It's about right here. So I'm not going to add any more into that. I do need an egg, and this is going to hold it together. So I'm going to crack an egg. I always crack my eggs into something else first, because with an egg you never know what you're getting. So I'm going to crack an egg in there. I'm going to add some poultry seasoning and some sage. This is my sage, and for that much, that's probably close to a good heaping teaspoon. What is it called? A Southern Blend poultry seasoning, but any kind of poultry seasoning. I'm going to start out with the same amount, just a big heaping teaspoon. And we're going to stir this up in here really good. Start with a little pepper. I just use a little kosher, coarse ground salt. What do you think our secret ingredient is?
Medium green.
The pure green. So we don't want to add too much, but we're probably adding maybe half a cup for that much chili, for that much dressing. Just gives it a little punch. Oh man, that smells good. You want to smell that, Jenna?
It smells good.
It does smell good, doesn't it? And won't that smell good baking?
Yes.
Oh, that is really gonna smell amazing. We're just gonna pour this in. Give this pan a little spin. We're gonna stick this in the oven now, and we're gonna bake this at 375 until it's nice and golden brown. So you have to do this with a clean toothpick each time. If you use an old toothpick, it's not going to work. And it came out clean. So, I think it's time. Okay, so we've taken this out. I've let it sit for about 5 minutes. During that time, I've taken a butter knife and just made sure very gingerly that, that was the word my mother always used, gingerly, that nothing is stuck right here at the edge. I didn't go all the way down, but, and then I like to take it and just kind of pop it a little and shake it. You can do that on a something this size that you're going to pop out. And you can hear it in there. Hear that? So that will let us know that hopefully it's going to come out. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the plate we're going to put it in, and I'm going to turn it upside down on top, and hopefully I can do this without dropping anything. Place that on top, one hand on the bottom, upside down we go. Let's see how it came out. Ta-da! So there's our little stuffing ring. And it all came out. So this is our 4 ingredients. It has cranberries, mandarin oranges, cherry jello, and our cocktail sauce. And so it has gelled overnight. And so what we're going to do is we will scoop this into the center. If you have a pretty little dish that you can just dump into the center, or if you have a little dish you want to set in the center, that would be really pretty. But I'm just going to scoop some out and set it in the center. And then we can slice this up and serve it. You can also serve it just like this. But this is our dressing and our cranberry sauce.